Huda, a light in every home.
Allah is my heart's speech, your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, welcome to another program of Ask Huda. Today I'll be Sheikh Muhammad Salah's replacement, inshallah. You will be able, inshallah, to post questions to us online. You can email us at ask@huda.tv, ask, that's ask, at huda, huda.tv. You can also give us a call at 002-0238-555, 248 or 249. Again, it's 002-0238-555, 248 or 249. And if you didn't catch it, it will show inshallah on the screen. Inshallah, I'll start by answering some of the pending questions from last time. And I have a question here that is about tawakkul. Oftentimes people ask questions, or most of the time people ask questions about fiqh, but it is quite important that we also try to learn about how to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to purify our hearts, how to have the right faith, the right belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His names and attributes, and to rectify our relationship with Him. This question is about tawakkul. It says, how can one, or how can we strengthen our reliance in Allah or on Allah? If you want to strengthen your reliance on Allah, you need to really be observant. It is enough to be observant, because once you are observant, once you actually recall how many times you were in need and who helps you when you are in need. When you turn to people, oftentimes they are not interested in helping you, and oftentimes they are not capable of helping you. For someone to help you, to rely on someone, this person needs to be, one, capable of helping you, two, willing to help you, three, he needs to be there for you at the time of your need. So true reliance should only be on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The absolute reliance should only be on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because many times people are not willing to help you, but if someone is willing to help you, if someone is compassionate enough to want to help you, they are not always capable of doing that. The most compassionate woman would be your mother, for instance. But your mother is not always capable of helping you. She can't get you out of all troubles that you encounter. She cannot fulfill all of your needs. She wants to help you. Your mother would always want the best for you, but she is not capable. But even if she is capable, one time, another time, many times, even if you have someone like a supervisor at work that gets you out of trouble at work every time you get into trouble, there is one thing that no human being will ever guarantee for you, which is they are not going to be always there for you. Allah is always there for you. Allah is Al-Wadud, the compassionate. Allah is Al-Qadir, the most capable. And Allah is Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum, the ever-living and self-sustaining. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who, upon whom you can truly rely and be assured that He will always want to help you. He will always be able at helping you, and He will be always there listening to you, hearing you, and responding to your dua. I have a phone call here, our first phone call. Brother Kamal from Kenya. Go ahead, brother.
Hello.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Okay, I have got 3 questions.
Yes, go ahead, brother.
One is, before even I have asked, but I have not understand. I want to take my mother to the Hajj, and I am sick. Can I be able to send with another person from my neighbor? One question is that one. The second question is...
okay. Yeah, what's the second question?
You understand the first question?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the second question, brother?
The second question is, for example, now, Miqat, when you bought the Saudi Airlines, you normally, when you reach the Yelemlem, they told you you have reached now the Yelemlem. But when you bought another type of airline, they usually don't tell you the position of the Yelemlem or the Miqat. And can we be able to perform, to start our Hajj in Nairobi or in Addis Ababa or any other capital city direct from there, taking our Ihram, and can we be able to start from our position in our country? And the third question is the food that we are taking in the airline. When it is the Saudi airline, we can take their food, no problem. But when it is another airline, like another airline, we don't know whether that food is halal or haram. How can you put some shade on that thing?
Okay.
Have you understand?
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Yes. Jazakallah khair. Thank you. Okay, well, your last question, if I take the last first, your last question about food and airlines, and Saudi Airlines would have halal food. I think you would also assume that Islamic airlines, airlines of Muslim countries, would have halal food. Airliners that are not from Muslim countries, you should be able to ask them. You should be able to ask the attendant whether whether the food is halal food or not halal food, and you should believe them. Whatever they tell you, they're not going to lie to you. So you should be able to ask whether the food is halal food or not halal food. As for the airlines not announcing the miqat, the position from which you should make ihram, I think you were asking if you can make ihram from your place of departure. Like if you're in Kenya, you make ihram there in Kenya to avoid missing the miqat, and certainly you can. Certainly you can make your ihram from your place of departure so that you don't miss the miqat if your airliner does not usually announce the miqat. Okay, I have another question from the United Arab Emirates. Bint Maryam. Go ahead, sister.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One is how to be patient and control anger, like in day-to-day life. And my second question is like if someone is working and due to some personal stress, if the person is spending more time making ibadah or doing tasbih during the working hours, is it considered a sin, or it's during the working hours? So I just want to know.
You're making ibadah during your work hours?
Yes.
Okay, like ibadah that interferes with your job? Because someone can make tasbih, if you work on an assembly line and you make tasbih while you're working, that does not interfere. But does it interfere with your job?
No, it doesn't, because it's only it's only tasbih that I do during the working hours.
Okay, inshallah. Okay, so your first question was about patience, and your second question is about making ibadah while working. Making ibadah that interferes with your job, you should not. Certainly the furud, like the prayer for instance, you will have to tell your employer from the beginning that you will have to establish prayers on time, and the employer should allow this, and we shouldn't really never be ashamed of this, or we should never be reluctant to ask or timid to ask, because people get coffee breaks all the time, and a coffee break takes 5, 10, 15 minutes, and the prayer would not take more than 5 minutes to finish. So consider this to be a coffee break for you. It's much better than a coffee break. Gets you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it releases your tension, it's very de-stressful or de-stressing. So that's what it is. If the ibadah will interfere with your job, then you certainly defer the ibadah that can be deferred until you finish your work. But if it doesn't, then you certainly can make ibadah. It will bless your whole place. Your question about patience and how can someone train themselves to be more patient? Well, the answer to this question requires a whole program, but there are like so many things that you should keep in mind. And everybody has a personal experience, and every one who will answer this question will answer it from a different angle, different perspective. Also, they will be affected by their own personal experiences. But I find that one of the things that are most important in this regard is to really understand the value of this dunya, is to really put the value of this dunya in perspective. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Hadid, أَعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا لَعِبٌ وَلَهْوٌ وَزِينَةٌ وَتَفَاخُرٌ بَيْنَكُمْ وَتَكَاثُرٌ فِي الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَوْلَادِ كَمَثَلِ غَيْثٍ أَعْجَبَ الْكُفَّارَ نَبَاتُهُ. Know that the life of this dunya, or the life of this world, is about play, amusement, mutual boasting, and seeking abundance in offspring and wealth. كَمَثَلِ غَيْثٍ أَعْجَبَ الْكُفَّارَ نَبَاتُهُ. The likeness of this dunya is like rain. أَعْجَبَ الْكُفَّارَ نَبَاتُهُ. The vegetation therewith pleases the farmers. ثُمَّ يَهِيجُ فَتَرَاهُ مُصْفَرًّا. And then it dries out and it becomes yellow. ثُمَّ يَكُونُ حُطَامًا. And then it crumbles away. If you look at the trees, you know, through the different seasons, summer, fall, winter, the leaves will be green and beautiful, and then they dry out and become yellower and yellower. They fall off the trees, they crumble away, and that's it. They turn into dust, and that is you as a human being. You're born with about 70% of your body weight in water, and when you die, if you die senile, you'll have about 55% of your body weight in water. So you do dry out. So if this is the dunya, then should we really be devastated by what happens in this dunya? If we will all leave, if no one will stay around, no affliction will ever stay or stick to you forever, because if the affliction does not depart, you yourself will depart from this dunya. So it is not worth your anxiety, and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek the reward of the hereafter, and set your eyes at that target, the final destination that you are pursuing. Whatever happens on the way to that final destination, you will be able to tolerate the hardships much better, inshallah. There's much more to say about this, but maybe we should entertain more questions at this point. I have Abdullah from Sweden. Go ahead, brother. Yes, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My brother, I have two questions regarding my job. I'm a business developer at the company, at a bus company in Sweden, and my job is market development or business development. And I have two ideas that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to go through with in Islam. So the first one is I'm aiming at better service at the buses. Am I allowed to have a program that can give the bus drivers some rewards for their good service? it could be like being more nice to people and so on and so on. So can I give them a bonus system or a rewarding system? That's the first question. And the other question is, I'm thinking of finding a new method to sell tickets on the bus and give the bus drivers.
This is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest. Permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in
Huda, a light in every home.
Allah is my heart's speech. You marry my quest. Permit me to pass the ultimate test.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, welcome to another program of Ask Huda. Today I'll be Sheikh Muhammad Salah's replacement, inshallah. You will be able, inshallah, to post questions to us online. You can email us at ask@huda.tv, ask, that's ask, at huda, huda.tv. You can also give us a call at 002-0238-555, 248 or 249. Again, it's 002-0238-555, 248 or 249. And if you didn't catch it, it will show inshallah on the screen. Inshallah, I'll start about